Microsoft is taking over Google via ChatGPT. Microsoft is on the offensive. It has completely changed its search engine and has integrated ChatGPT into it. It seems poised to take control over Google now. But is it really as simple as it sounds? We will discuss how Microsoft will be able to capitalize on the AI search engine market through ChatGPT, so stay tuned. Alright, so Microsoft is branding its integration with ChatGPT as AI copilot for the web. Very recently, the AI design was unveiled, and people all over the world were in awe of the capabilities, which Bing now has due to integration with ChatGPT. The first initial reaction from Google showed that they were completely in panic mode. Google made inaccurate adverts for its competitor, Bard, to Microsoft's fully retooled Bing search engine. Not only was the advert full of errors, but the livestream event did not garner attention and failed to impress the investors. So what do we know from this initial showcasing of the new Microsoft Bing? During the press event in Seattle, the fully upgraded Bing engine in the Edge browser was touted as a new paradigm. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella was accompanied by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman when the big reveal was made. Microsoft has made a huge partnership with OpenAI, which will span over many years. This partnership has been valued at $10 billion. ChatGPT has been making waves across the world. It has crossed some 100 million returning user marks in less than 2 months. Sam Altman was able to confirm that OpenAI's GPT 3.5 language model was being integrated into Bing. The goal of integrating it with Microsoft's Bing is to give it unparalleled AI capabilities, which Microsoft wants to win over the AI search engine market, which is currently dominated by Google. One important thing about the integration of Bing and ChatGPT, according to Microsoft CMO, Yusuf Mehdi, is that the combination of the two will make Bing much more powerful than just the chatbot itself. What are the new features which this combination promises that will help Microsoft take over Google? One of the new features includes AI summarized search results. These search results will be more than just a list of assorted pages, which has the keyword combination you put into the prompt box. These results can be fine-tuned through an interactive chat and a creative input from the AI itself, which will help put forward some related queries. Overall, it seems to be a huge upgrade from Google, which was browsing through web pages recommended by Google. Now, you will have a direct answer to your query along with an articulate essay and related information if you want to dig more into the finer details. Microsoft's Bing engine does not really sound much if we compare it to the search capabilities of modern-day search engines, because both of these search engines provide excellent quality informational as well as navigational results. However, when it comes to providing answers to more complex queries or prompts such as designing an itinerary for a business trip to Sweden or which food cuisine to explore while on a leisure trip to Bangkok, Microsoft Bing shines. It is also important to note that almost half of search engine queries now fall into the category of complex questions. The search engine would suggest pages about some important food tourism locations. ChatGPT would be able to design a generic itinerary or assemble a list of actual locations. Of course, you can edit these locations as per your preferences, but you will have a working idea of where to start your trip from. Now, these results will also be presented on the right side of the search results page. Pop-ups from the chatbot will emerge as you keep typing queries on the prompt box. Most prompts or questions do not have a clear answer. This is where Microsoft Bing also has some impressive qualities. For instance, Bing here will provide you with an array of questions, depending on the original prompt, and then provide answers to those questions too. This thoughtful presentation of related questions and answers without overcrowding clearly shows that Microsoft is ahead of the curve. Just as an example, the new search engine will not only design a template for an itinerary, but will also have an email writing feature, through which this itinerary can be shared with friends and family through an email. Another important improvement in how Bing will function is that it will provide sources and references from which it produced the response. These references will be included in the Learn More section. You are also free to provide detailed feedback at the end. To sum up, the Bing version of the ChatGPT will have more relevant, accurate, and reference-backed answers to prompts. It will be much more safer to use. There have been some fears about ChatGPT's capabilities. How did Microsoft respond to that? Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, was keen to point out that Microsoft, after integrating its search engine with ChatGPT, would remain true to its AI principles, which means that Microsoft wants to seriously take stock of all the negative consequences which can affect human productivity and infringement on certain values of authenticity, originality, as well as objectivity. Also, the CEO of Microsoft pointed out that this technology itself will reshape the future of almost every software in use. But Google can also bounce back, right? So how has Google responded so far? As we discussed earlier, Google's internal work alarms start blaring when Microsoft's new Bing engine coupled with ChatGPT was unveiled. Google was working on its own AI language engine called Bard, which it announced very recently. For one, tech enthusiasts were surprised to see Google on the back foot since Microsoft had already taken the initiative. But Google could still wow its investor board with Bard's amazing capabilities. Unfortunately for Google, their livestream event on YouTube did not attract the attention Google desperately needed. Their executives who were prepping for the main event did not showcase the abilities of Bard and frankly did not have anything new to share at all. Basically, they just said the same stuff that Google had already put out in the press releases. Moreover, Google CEO Sundar Pichai was not to be seen anywhere on the stage. The whole event simply did not seem at par with what Microsoft had done. All of this could be dismissed as an event which did not go as per expectations, and things can go wrong even for a company which has a budget of billions of dollars. But the real shock came when Bard's promo video updated on Twitter showed that it claimed that the James Webb Space Telescope was the first video which was able to take pictures of a planet outside the Earth's solar system. This was patently incorrect, as many users painstakingly pointed that out. This was a huge embarrassment for Google, and Microsoft might be patting itself on the back. So what are the results of this announcement? Did the stocks of both Google and Microsoft went up after their announcement for their respective AI engines? For Microsoft, the stocks climbed as high as $273 this past Wednesday. The stocks are steady now at almost $266. Different Wall Street brokers upgraded their stock valuation of Microsoft after the event. But for Google, the stocks have declined. Alphabet's worth, which is Google's primary stock company, has decreased almost 9%, which is equivalent of almost $100 billion during trading this past week. This is due to investors' fears that Google's supremacy over the search engine market is coming to an end. It is still not completely clear as to how different companies will use their different AI engines. But if anything can be gleaned from the press event of Microsoft, is that it has the edge and a positive feedback from the stock market. In conclusion, ChatGPT's integration into Microsoft Bing's engine may be the thing that Microsoft needed to end Google's reign over search engines. So far, everything seems favorable for Microsoft, while Google's response has not lived up to expectations. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. See you in the next video.